Kushi, Hiba, Mariam, and Alexander. Let me know if I'm audible to all of you or not.
Good evening, sir. Yes, you're audible.
Good evening, sir. You're audible, sir.
Okay, thank you. All right. Okay, guys. So I'm sure all of you are doing fine. Okay. So in the last class, we were talking about the calculation of the goodwill, valuation of goodwill on the basis of the super profit method. So I'm sure that this method is clear to all of you, right? Any doubt regarding the super profit method?
No, sir.
Okay. So let's first of all revise everything, and then we will do few more questions based on the super profit method, and in today's class we have to discuss one more method, which is the last method of the valuation of goodwill, which is the capitalization method. So we will talk about the method of the valuation of goodwill, but we will also do one or two questions based on the super profit method. So in the last class we talked about the formula which is used to calculate the goodwill by this method. And formula is very simple. The formula is super profit into number of years purchase. And then I told you that in order to in order to find out the value of the super profit, what do? We subtract the normal profit out of the average profit. Average profit of the firm minus the normal profit of the industry. And in order to find out the normal profit, we apply this formula, capital employed into the rate of return prevailing in the market. All right, and I also told you how to calculate the value of the capital employed. Generally, capital employed is, there are various formulas by which capital employed can be calculated, but in general, for the time being, just consider that the capital employed is equal to the total value of the asset minus the value of the liability. There are other formula for calculating the capital employed as well, but we will talk about the other formula later. So for the time being, it is sufficient to remember that capital employed is calculated by simply subtracting the amount of liability from the value of the assets. We did question number 61 in the last class, 62, also 63, 64, and I think I gave you one question for your homework as well. I gave question number 65 for your homework, I think, right? So all of you tried this question?
Yes, sir.
Any problem solving this question? Anybody want me to do this? Eben, Mariam, Heba, you all of you have tried this question, got the answer? I think I've also told you the answer of this question. Na? I gave you the answer. Answer is 20,000 of this particular question. Eben, you did this question?
Sir,
Okay, Mariam is getting ready. Sorry, Evan, I'm not able to hear you clearly. Could you please speak a
sir,
little
I have a
louder?
doubt in this question.
You have a doubt? Okay, no problem. Just tell me your doubt. What is it regarding? Why you did this question? Kushi?
Sir, the normal rate of return is 10%, right?
Your normal rate of return is 10%. This is the only doubt.
And the remuneration?
Remuneration, actually, in order to find out the average profit of the firm, we need to subtract the amount of revenue. All right, no problem. If anybody have not done this question, let me solve this question for you. It will take around 5 minutes to solve it. So let's solve it quickly, then we will move to the next questions. And those of you who have already did it, they can cross-check their answers. All right, so we are going to solve question number 65. Question 65. Valuation of goodwill by super profit method. All right, and the formula for calculating goodwill by super profit method is goodwill equals to super profit multiply with number of years purchase. Okay, super profit is not given in the question, but the number of year purchase is already given. Number of year purchased is 2 years purchases are there. So we will multiply it with 2 years. Okay, now in order to find out the super profit, as usual, we will prepare a working note. Working note. Calculation of super profit. To find out the value of the super profit, we apply this formula. Super profit equals to, super profit is equal to average profit of the firm minus the normal profit of the industry. Okay, now see, the profit of the firm is given to us. Profit of the firm is given the first value. This is the this is the average profit of the firm, 36,000 per year. This is the profit of the firm. But question further tells us about the remuneration of the partner. And since this information is given in the question, that means this expenditure is not yet deducted from the amount of the profit. So 36,000 per year is the amount of profit, obviously. But since the information about the remuneration is given in the question, that means remuneration is not yet deducted out of the profit. So we need to deduct the amount of remuneration out of this profit so as to find out the average profit of the firm. So 36,000 minus 6,000, this will be our average profit. So in order to find out the average profit, what I'm doing, I'm subtracting 6,000 out of 36,000. This will be the average profit of the firm. And now we will subtract the normal profit, and normal profit is calculated by multiplying the rate of return with the capital employed. So let's just find out the value of the capital employed. Capital employed is also given in the question, which is 2 lakh, and the rate of return in the market is 10%. So 2 lakh into 10%. So this will be 30,000 minus 10% of 2 lakh is how much? It is 20,000. Subtracting 20,000 out of 30,000, we will get 10,000. This will be our super profit. All right. Now, since we got the value of the super profit, we can carry forward this value to our main working. 10,000 into number of year purchases, how much? 2 years. So we will simply multiply it with 2. We will get the answer 20,000. This is the answer of this question. Anybody having any doubt, want to ask anything, please let me know.
Sir, you deducted 6,000 from 36,000.
Yeah,
So
I've
because
deducted,
it's the remuneration, 6,000.
yeah, because it was the remuneration, and see, we need to find out the average profit after deducting all kind of expenses. So profit is given in the question. Average profit of the firm is given in the question, which is 36,000. And question is also telling us that the remuneration of the partner,
It means the salary, right? Remuneration.
Remuneration, sorry.
Salary or the.
Yeah, salary of the partners.
Yeah. Okay.
Remuneration is the salary. So salary is not yet deducted out of this profit. So what we need to do in order to find out the average profit of the firm, we need to subtract the amount of remuneration. So after
because it's the expense.
Yeah, because it is the expense, right?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Clear now? Okay, all right. So I gave you this question for your homework, and all right. So I hope this question is clear to all of you. So we will be doing one more question, which is almost similar to this one. Question number 66. Question number 66. So question 66 is saying that a partnership firm earned a net profit during the past 3 years, year ended 2019, 18 and 2017. So the profit of the last 3 years is given to us. Profit in the year 2019 was 2,30,000, and okay, profit in the year 2019 was 2,30,000. Then in the year 2018 it was 2 lakh. Then it is 1,70,000. Capital investment of the in the firm throughout the above mentioned year is 4 lakh. So this is the capital employed of the business. Having regard to the risk involved, 15% is considered to be the fair return on the capital. That means 15% is the ROR of the business, rate of return of the business. The remuneration of the partner during this period is estimated to be 1 lakh. So remuneration of the partner is 1 lakh. Calculate the value of the goodwill on the basis of 2 years purchases of the average super profit earned during the above mentioned 3 years. So question is basically telling us to calculate the value of goodwill using the super profit method, considering that the number of year purchases are 2. So 2 year purchases are there. We need to calculate value of goodwill by super profit method. Value of the capital employed is given, ROR is given. We have the profit of last 3 years given to us. All we need to do is to find out the value of the goodwill. So I hope the question is clear to all of you guys. Is this question clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm giving you 5-7 minutes to solve this question. Quickly solve it. Let me know the value of the goodwill. Do it.
Sir, in this question, we have to find the average profit, right?
Yes, we will have to find out the average profit of the last 3 years.
By dividing 3. Okay.
Adding the profit of the last 3 years, dividing it by 3, we will get the average profit.
Sir, is it 80,000?
Sorry?
Is it 80,000?
Yes, that's correct. 80,000 is the right answer.
Sir, I also got the same answer, 80,000.
Okay, Alexander,
Yes, sir.
Rishi, Mariam, got the answer?
Same. Yes.
Same. Okay. All right, everyone. So let me show you the solution of this question. So this is how we will be solving it. First of all, just okay. So valuation of goodwill. First of all, we will apply the formula for the calculation of goodwill, super profit into number of year purchase. And since the number of year purchase is already given, we can put the value of the number of year purchase, which is 2 years. Then to find out the super profit, we will make a working note indicating the calculation of super profit. And here, in order to find out the super profit, we need to subtract the amount of normal profit out of the average profit. But normal profit can be simply calculated simply by multiplying the rate of return with the capital employed, which is already given in the question. 4 lakh into 15%, which will be 60,000. But the average profit is not directly given the question. So for the purpose of calculating the average profit, we need to prepare an extra working note showing the calculation of average profit. And to find out the average profit, what we will do, we will add the last 3 years profit and then divide it by 3. We will get the average profit of the last 3 years. And since there is a remuneration which is not yet deducted out of the profit, because it is given in the question, that means we can simply presume that the remuneration is not yet paid. So in order to find out the correct average profit, we need to subtract the amount of
You
the
have to deduct the
remuneration.
1
Correct.
lakh.
So 2 lakh of the average profit minus the remuneration, we will get the average profit as 1 lakh. So out of 1 lakh, we have subtracted 60,000 to get the super profit as 40,000. Now multiplying it with the 2-year purchases, we will get the value of the goodwill as 80,000. Any doubts, anyone?
No, sir.
No doubts. All right. So I have one more question. Okay, question number 67. Try this one also. A business earned an average profit of 8 lakh during the last few years. Sorry. The normal rate of profit in the similar type of business is 10%. The total value of the asset and liability of the business were 2 lakh and 5 lakh 60,000 respectively. Calculate the value of goodwill of the firm by super profit method if it is valued at 2.5 years purchase of the super profit. So this question is very simple. Average profit of the few years are given already. No need to calculate this time. 8 lakh. Normal rate of interest is also given, which is 10%. Asset and liability, value of the asset and liability is also given. So I'm sure you have the idea why the information about the asset and liability is given, just to find out the value of the capital employed. All right, so try this question as well, all of you. Tell me the answer within 5 minutes. Done, Heba, Khushi, Mariam.
Yes, sir.
Tell me the answer.
Just a minute,
Uh,
sir.
Sir, 15,90,000.
15,90,000.
Yes.
Anyone else getting the same answer? $15,90,000 is, I guess, corrected. Everyone getting the same answer? Evan, you got the answer? 15,90,000 is the correct answer. Heba, Khushi, Mariam.
Done, sir.
Done. Got the same answer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everyone is getting the same answer, na? 15,90,000. Evan,
Sir, doing so.
doing. Mariam is getting 15,90,000 as well. Okay, all right. So, everyone got the correct answer. Well done, guys. Okay, so let's move to the next question. And before moving to the next question, let me tell you an important point here. See, sometimes question tell us that, let me write it here. Okay, see, sometimes question tells us about the valuation of a stock. Valuation of stock. See, whenever there are two possible situations while valuing the stock. There is a possibility that stock may be undervalued for a particular year, undervaluation of the stock, and there is a possibility of the overvaluation of the stock. Overvaluation.
Sir, what was the answer for the last question?
15,90,000.
Oh,
You're getting the answer?
no, sir, I got.
You didn't got the answer. All right, see, let me show you the correct solution of the question. See, this is the solution. You have calculated the normal profit, Evan, capital employed into normal rate of interest, normal rate of return. How do you find out the capital employed? We will find out the capital employed by simply subtracting the value of the liability out of the value of the asset. So liability is given as 5,60,000. The value of the asset is 22 lakh. That means after subtracting 5,60,000, you will get 16,40,000 as the value of the capital employed, right? Is this clear to you? Calculation of capital employed is clear to you, Evan? Evan, just say yes or no. Is the calculation clear? To find out the capital employed, we have to subtract the value of liability out of the value of the asset. Is this clear to you? Evan is there, no? Evan?
Yes, sir, my mic was.
All right. So capital employed, we have calculated the value of the capital employed by subtracting the value of the liability from the asset. So we got it as 16,40,000. And to find out the normal profit, we just simply need to multiply it with the rate of return. So once you multiply 16,40,000 with the normal rate of return, you will get 1,64,000. This is our normal profit. Okay, and average profit in the question is directly given in the question. 8 lakh is the normal, 8 lakh is the average profit, and normal profit is 1,64,000. After subtracting the normal profit out of the average profit, we will get the super profit, which is 6,36,000, right? And now simply multiplying it with the number of year purchases. Number of year purchases are 2.5 years, 2.5 years. So we will multiply it with 6,36,000 into 2.5. We will get 15,90,000.
15 lakh 90. Okay, sir.
Right? Okay. Now, I want to tell you one more important point here. And on the basis of that discussion, we will be doing the next question. See, sometimes question gives us the information about the valuation of the stock. So there is a possibility that stock is undervalued. Sometimes stock is undervalued. So what do you mean by undervaluation of the stock? Undervaluation of the stock basically means, let's suppose the closing stock should be 1 lakh, but by chance we just wrote it as 90,000. This is called undervaluation of the stock. The stock, instead of writing the value writing the full value of the stock as 1 lakh, we just recorded it as 90,000. So this is called undervaluation. And sometimes instead of writing 1 lakh, we sometimes overvalue the stock as 1,20,000. Let's suppose there are two situations. This is called the undervaluation of the stock, and this is called the overvaluation of the stock. So how does the undervaluation and the overvaluation impact the profit of the firm? Yes, Evan, you're trying to say
Sir, in
something?
overvaluation, we'll write the more amount, right?
Sorry.
Than
Yeah.
writing more
Under
amount than the actual
overvaluation,
amount.
what do? We by mistake we wrote the higher value. Instead of 1 lakh, we by chance recorded 1,20,000 or any other higher value than 1 lakh.
So that
And in
means
case
1
of,
lakh is the actual amount, and we wrote wrongly.
Yeah, 1 lakh is the actual amount that we should have written, but by chance there is a mistake, there is an error which led us to write the value of the stock as 1,20,000 or any other higher value. This is called overvaluation. And undervaluation is writing the value of the stock less than the actual value of the stock. Got it? Now, both the situation, whenever there is an undervaluation or overvaluation, both affect the profit of the business. Both affect the profits of the business. We need to understand how profit is affected by the overvaluation and undervaluation of the stock. So whenever stocks are undervalued, whenever stock is undervalued, it reduces the amount of profit by the undervaluation. Let's suppose if there is an undervaluation of rupees 10,000, there is an undervaluation of 10,000. That means profit is less than profit will be less by 10,000 because of such undervaluation. So let's suppose if profit should be 2 lakh, then due to undervaluation, profit will only be 1,90,000. So undervaluation reduces the amount of profit. All right, whenever there is an undervaluation of a stock, it reduces profit. And whenever there is overvaluation, let's suppose instead of 1 lakh, we wrote 1,20,000, that will increase the amount of profit by the amount by which the stock has been overvalued. So if the stock was overvalued by 20,000, this is going to increase the profit by 20,000. Increase the profit by 20. That means our profit will be 2,20,000. Got it, everyone? Whenever there is under or overvaluation, profit of the business will get affected. Due to undervaluation, profit will there will be reduction in the profit. Due to overvaluation, there will be increase in the profit. Both are not correct, right? Whenever there is a reduction in the profit, or there is increase in the profit due to the over or undervaluation of the stock, both are considered as an error or a mistake. So whenever we need to find out the value of the goodwill, before calculating the value of the goodwill, we need to correct the amount of profit. Only then we will be able to find out the correct value of the goodwill. Got it, everyone? Is that clear, all of you? Undervaluation, how undervaluation is going to affect the profit? It is going to reduce the amount of profit. And how overvaluation affect the profit? It increases the amount of profit. All right. So keeping that in mind, let's start with the next question. Give me a moment. Let me make some changes in the PowerPoint. Give me a second.
Sir, undervaluation, decrease in profit, right?
Yeah, undervaluation reduces the amount of profit.
And
Overvaluation increases the amount.
increase in profit.
Yeah. So that means in order to correct the profit, in whenever the stock has been undervalued, so in order to correct the profit, what we will have to do, we will have to add the amount of the add the value by which the stock has been undervalued. Just a minute. All right, everyone is able to see the question. Just a minute. Yes, now everyone is able to see the question. Now? Question
Yes,
number
sir.
68. Yeah. See, average profit earned by the firm is 1 lakh, which include the undervaluation of the stock. Undervaluation of a stock of rupees 40,000 on an average basis. The capital invested in the business is 6,30,000 and the normal rate of return is 5%. We need to calculate the goodwill of the firm on the basis of 5 times of the super profit. 5 times of the super. That means number of year purchases are, you can say it is 5 years. Question is clear, everyone? Average profit is given 1 lakh. But question is also telling us there is an undervaluation of the stock that has taken place over the period of time. Average on an average, there is an undervaluation of stock by 40,000 rupees. And question is also giving us the information about the capital invested in the business, which is 6,30,000. Normal rate of return is 5%. Okay, so we need to find out the super profit considering the number of purchases, number of year purchases, 5 years. I hope the question is clear to all of you. Right, everyone?
So basis of 5 times means 5 years, right?
Yeah, you can, for the time being, you can consider it as the number of year purchases.
Okay, sir.
Done, everyone? The question is clear to all of you, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me solve this question for you and I'll be giving you the next question and then you can solve that question. So starting with solution number 67. Goodwill by the super profit method. We will first of all apply the formula. Goodwill equals to super profit into number of years purchased. Number of years purchase. So number of year purchase is 5. All we need to do is to find out the super profit. So for finding out the super profit, we'll make an extra working note, super profit. And for calculating super profit, this formula is applied. Average profit of the business, minus the normal profit of the industry, right? Now tell me, how do we find out the average profit? Sir, average profit is already given in the question. Na? Average profit is how much? It is 1 lakh. Now see, since this average profit has been calculated after the undervaluation of the stock by 40,000 rupees, right? So this profit must have been undervalued by 40,000. Can we say that? Since the stock was undervalued, so the profit calculated in the previous years was also undervalued by the same amount by which the stock has been undervalued. Is that right? if there is an undervaluation of a stock, how does it affect the profit? It reduces the amount of profit, na?
Yes, sir. It reduces because it's
It
under.
reduces, correct. It reduces the profit. So this is the profit. This is the incorrect amount of profit. This is the profit after because of the undervaluation of the stock. But you have to think like this, that if there is no undervaluation, then the profit must have been 40,000 more than the 1 lakh, right? 1 lakh is after the undervaluation of stock of 40,000. So we can say profit is reduced by 40,000 because of the undervaluation. So to find out the actual average profit, what do? We will simply add this 40,000. We will add 40,000 to correct the average profit. Why we are adding 40,000? Because earlier the profit was calculated by undervaluation of the stock. So in order to rectify this error, we have to add 40,000. And then we will calculate the normal profit considering the rate of return and the capital employed. 6,30,000 is the capital employed and the normal rate of return is 5%. So 6,30,000 into 5%. So it will be 6,30,000 into 5% will be 31,500. So 1,40,000 minus 31,500. We will get 1,40,000 minus 31,500. We will get 1,08,500. Is that correct, everyone? Is this calculation clear to all of you?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. We took 5% of 6,30,000. So we got
Yes, that's right.
31,500.
Correct.
And we
So
did
now,
from the average profit.
right.
1 lakh.
So now we will have to simply multiply it by 5 to get the value of the goodwill. 108500. Multiplying it by 5, we will get 5,42,500. This is the value of the goodwill for this question. Got it, everyone? Is this clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we will do the same thing in case of overvaluation of a stock. If there is an overvaluation of stock, what we will do? We will instead of adding the value in case of overvaluation, what do? We simply subtract the amount in order to find out the actual average profit. Right, everyone? Is that clear? In case of overvaluation, what do? We subtract the value of the stock which was earlier overvalued. So I'm showing you the next question, and you're not required to solve this question now. Just take the screenshot of this question. This will be your homework. Question number 69, average profit earned by a business by a firm is rupees 77,50,000, which include overvaluation of stock by 30,000 on an average basis. This time there is an overvaluation. Overvaluation results to increase in the amount of profit. So to find out the correct amount of profit, we need to subtract 30,000 out of 7,50,000. Right, and the capital invested is 42 lakh given in the question. Normal rate of return is 15%. We need to calculate goodwill of the firm considering it as the 3 times of the super profit. So this question is almost similar to the previous one. I hope the question is clear to all of you.
I think we can.
Done, everyone? Got the
Yes, sir.
screenshot?
Sir, we
Hiba,
got.
Khushi, Mariam took the screenshot, na?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you need to solve this question in your homework. Moving on to our new concept. Let's now talk about the capitalization method. Capitalization. This is the last method of the valuation of goodwill. And after this topic, we will be starting with a new concept, which will be the reconstitution of the firm, or we also call that change in profit sharing ratio. Anyway, so let's first of all finish this topic, capitalization method of the valuation of the goodwill. See, capitalization method has been divided into two parts. There is a capitalization by average profit method, and then we have capitalization of the super profit method. And since I've already told you, the entire topic of the valuation of goodwill is completely based on formula, right? Completely based on formula. So in order to find out the value of goodwill by the capitalization method also, we need to remember few formulas. Firstly, starting with capitalization by average profit method. In this method, we in order to find out the value of goodwill, we apply this formula. Formula is very simple. Simply, average profit is divided by the rate of return. This is it. Average profit divided by the rate of return. This is the capitalization method by average profit method. All right. And I guess all of you already know how to find out the average profit, right? Average profit is generally calculated by the total amount of profit divided by the number of year purchases. Okay. And just a minute. Give me a second. Let me make some changes in it. All right. Now let's talk about the capitalization by super profit method. So under this method, the formula is very simple, which is goodwill equals to super profit divided by rate of return. So you will find that there is a similarity in both these formula. Only difference in the formula is that while calculating the goodwill by the capitalization average profit method, we divide the average profit by the rate of return, and while calculating the goodwill by super profit by the capitalization of super profit method, we divide the super profit by the rate of return. So both the formula are similar, only the nominator part is different in both the formula. And you guys already know how to find out the super profit, right? Average profit minus the normal profit, and normal profit is calculated as usual, capital employed into rate of return, and capital employed is equal to asset minus liability. I have already told these to you while discussing the super profit method. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so quickly note these formulas. Do it fast because we need to do 1 or 2 questions based on this method as well, and we need to finish this topic today itself. And from the next class onward, we will be talking about some other topic, which will be reconstitution of the firm. Quickly note it down. Let's do 1 or 2 questions based on the concept. As you guys have already written the formula for super profit, normal profit, and capital employed, no need to write these formula again. Just write down the main formula of the capitalization by super profit method and the capitalization by average profit method, which is average profit divided by rate of return into 100. And in case of super profit divided by rate of return into 100. Just to write these sections of this PowerPoint. Done, everyone?
Yes, sir.
All right, so moving on to the next question, question number 66. Question is saying that from the following information, calculate the value of goodwill of the firm by applying the capitalization method. Total capital of the firm is 16 lakh, normal rate of return is 10%, profit of the year is 2 lakh. Okay, so since the question is not telling us by which method we have to solve this we have to find the value of the goodwill by capitalization method. See, the question is also only telling us that we need to apply the capitalization method, but it is not telling us whether we need to apply the capitalization by average profit method or capitalization by super profit method. That means we will have to solve this question by both the method, capitalization of the average profit method as well as the capitalization of the super profit method. Got it, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's quickly solve this question. Solution to question number 70. Okay, so in this question, we will first be solving the value of goodwill, calculating the value of goodwill by capitalization of average profit method. So goodwill by capitalization of average profit. All right, so this is the first part of the question. And the formula for calculating the goodwill by average profit, capitalization of average profit method is goodwill equals to average profit, right, divided by the rate of return into 100. Okay, and I guess the average profit is already given in the question directly. Anyone please tell me what is the average profit in the question? What is the average profit?
2 lakhs.
2 lakh, correct. 2 lakh is the average profit that is already given in the question. So 2 lakh. And the rate of return is also given in the question, which is 10%.
Yeah, 10%.
All right. So we will simply write 10 here and multiply it with 100. So after calculating it, you will get 20,000, right? 2 lakh into 100 divided by 10. It will be, it is 20 lakhs. Okay, sorry. 20 lakh. This is the value of the goodwill by capitalization of average profit method. Is this clear, everyone? All of you, is that
Yes, sir.
clear? All of you.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Now we will apply the second method of the capitalization, goodwill by capitalization of super profit. Interesting thing about this formula is that you will get the same answer by both the method. Either you do the either you find out the value of goodwill by the average profit or the super profit capitalization, you should get the same answer. Goodwill equals to super profit divided by the rate of return into 100. So super profit in this question will be calculated by multiplying the, just a minute, capital employed into rate of return is given in the question, 10%. Okay, so we need to find out the super profit. So how do we find out super profit? Anyone? So it is very simple. Simply subtracting the normal profit out of the average profit will give us the super profit, right? Normal profit subtracted out of the average profit. And then we will divide it by ROR, multiplying it by 100, we will get the value of the goodwill. So average profit in the question was, how much was the average profit? Average profit was 2 lakh.
2 lakh.
Right, 2 lakhs. So 2 lakh minus the normal profit. How do we find out the normal profit? Anyone? Normal profit is calculated by multiplying the capital employed with the rate of return, right? So that means 16 lakh into 10% will be 60,000. Is that correct? 16 lakh into 10%, 1,60,000. Is that right, everyone? Then we will divide it by the rate of return, which is 10%. That is 10 into 100. Okay, so this will be 40,000 40,000 divided by 10 into 100. Because we are getting the different answers now by both the methods. Just a minute, guys. I'm not sure whether we have done the previous question correctly. Average profit is 2 lakhs. Just a minute. Let me check. Give me a moment. Answer of this will be 4 lakhs. 40. This is correct. All right, I guess we are missing something here, guys. I'll have to check whether, I'm not sure where I am committing the mistake. So for the time being, just note down the second part of the solution, goodwill by capitalization of the super profit method. I'm sure that this is correct because we are getting, answer of this question is 4 lakh, which we are getting, right? So I think we did the second part of the question is correctly. We did the second part of the question correctly. There is some mistake in the first part, capitalization of the average profit method. I guess I'm missing some point here. So there is a mistake. So for the time being, just leave it for now. I'll be solving it. I'll be resolving this problem in the next session. Just remind me if by chance I forgot to do that. Anyways, for the timing, just record the, but just write down the second part of the solution. Got it, everyone? Is it clear? Yeah.
Yes.
There is a mistake in the first section of the solution. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm missing something here. Done, everyone?
Yes, sir, done.
Done, okay. So I'm giving you one question for your homework also based on the capitalization method. And since we did only one part of the question correctly, so I want all of you to attend this question number 67, by the capitalization of the super profit method only. Don't solve this question by the capitalization of the average profit method. Just solve this question by the capitalization of the super profit. Take the screenshot and make sure you get the answer as 1 lakh, because 1 lakh is the correct answer. Done, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. So this is it for today's class. Thank you so much, everyone. We will be starting a new topic in the next class on Wednesday. Till then, take care. Goodbye.
Bye-bye, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening, Aman and Sanya.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
How are you doing? Both of you doing fine?
Yes, sir. What about you?
I'm also good. Okay, so in the last class, we have started the valuation of the goodwill, right?
Yes, sir. We finished.
And we understood the meaning of the goodwill, and then I have discussed various method by which goodwill is valued: average profit method, weighted average, super profit, and the capitalization method, right?
Yeah.
And while discussing the goodwill, we only covered the average profit method,
Yeah.
and we did one or two questions based on the average profit.
Yeah. 2 questions.
2 questions, okay. All right, so today we need to discuss the calculation of the normal profit, and then we will cover few more questions. Okay, so we will wait for 1 or 2 more minutes so that Halima could also join. Then Renosh is also joining us. So please wait for 2 minutes, then we will continue.